Hi, I'm Deborah, and I just wanted to say hello. And I know a lot of you have been on my Facebook page, Leaky Gut, and I just wanted to connect a face with the name. And here I am. Here I am. So let me talk a little bit about leaky gut and what it is, and how you know you got it, and you know, you really do need to talk to your doctor about these things. And if you change your diet, you should let him know as well, and what is working for you and what is not. Because it really is, everybody is so different, and you really have to test things out. And if things don't work for you, then of course you're not going to do it again. But if they work for you, then you got to let him know. Okay, because then he knows for the future. Okay, so let me tell you what a leaky gut is all about. Leaky gut is when you have these little small holes in your colon that actually transports nutrition to your bloodstream. When those holes get bigger, then that is when we are in trouble. Okay, we get toxins, or we have huge proteins that go into the bloodstream, which they cause irritation and inflammation. In fact, there's talking about how some of our disease processes of today are caused from inflammation. And guess where it comes from? Gut. So let me talk to you about a little bit about how what things make that happen. Okay, it's so important, and that's eating fast foods, and greasy, hot, spicy foods. It also smoking. It also stress. I can't tell you how stress affects your gut, and that leaky gut, and alcohol, caffeine. So those are all the things you really should avoid, if at all possible. If you're saying to me, but Deb, I can't get rid of my coffee. Well, you know what? You don't have to you really should get rid of it. But if you can't, you can't. But cut down, maybe a cup, half a cup a day. And then, you can start, wean yourself off, whatever you need to do. Okay? So the next thing is, now that you know what it's all about, what do you see as symptoms? Okay? And there are so many diagnoses and so many illnesses that mask these different symptoms that I'm going to talk to you about. Okay? So there's not one specific symptom, but it is, you really have to, if you see that maybe the symptom is, how could I say this? Maybe the symptom isn't getting help, isn't healing, or you're not healing with, the medicines and things like that. And I'll tell you a little bit later on why I said that, okay? But the thing is, you might have symptoms like chronic fatigue, depression, anxiety. You can have a hormone imbalance that affects your estrogen and your progesterone, and of course men testosterone. Okay. Another thing, it could affect your digestion. Okay. And it could affect sometimes you could have pain in your abdomen, your stomach, and then sometimes you don't. So it's That isn't, you can't even go by that, okay? So then, you might see where you have an overgrowth, overgrowth of yeast. Now, mind you, our colon is built up of yeast, but in proportion. Okay, when we have an overgrowth, that is when we have problems with candida. It could be diarrhea. It can be mostly diarrhea. Okay, and it just makes you sick. You're tired and you're weak, and it's really not good. Okay, so anyway, another symptom might be constipation because of the digestion part. So many, as we get older, our colon, the food doesn't go down as fast anyway. But when we take antibiotics, steroids, cancer medications, what else? Some of the cardiac tablets, those things are what cause our problems with digestion and candida and things of that sort. Okay, so we really have to take care of it. Okay, and as far as the yeast is concerned, you could get rid of it. And I got to tell you a story about that yeast. I had a really bad sinus infection, okay? And my poor doctor, he tried so hard to get rid of it. And I was dizzy, and I was really just dragging. And I knew I had to get to work. So he ordered me an antibiotic, and I went back to him after I finished the prescription. I says, "Oh, doc, I can't tell you how miserable I'm feeling." So he put me on. He looked at my ears and looked at my nose, and he says, "Okay, well, we'll give you another prescription of antibiotics." And I says, "Okay." So I took them, and I was dizzy and lightheaded, and I had to go back lay down. I couldn't function. And then I went back to see him, find out that I had yeast in my nose, in my ears. That's what antibiotics could do to you. So anyway, if you need them, you need them. But I didn't need it. I mean, because colds are usually virus anyway. Okay? So, to make a long story short, how do we get rid of it? I don't want you to be going away from my video depressed. So how do you get rid of it? Well, one product is called bone broth. Okay, bone broth is excellent to heal that lining of the gut. Okay, I am really excited today because I found a product. It's all bone broth. It's called AU and then bone broth. It comes in frozen, powder, or supplement. And I'm going to have it down on the bottom of the end of my video. And then I'm going to advertise those products to you. And if you want to try them out, go, please try it. It's really phenomenal. And I like it because there's so many forms of it. And it's easy for you to take, okay? And again, bone broth could be, twice a day or up to 5 times a day, depending on how bad your leaky gut is, okay? And I think that's about it. I just wanted to tell you about that excitement about about that bone broth. and I heard it tastes really good. I haven't gotten it yet, so I'm waiting for the day when I get it, because I ordered it, but I didn't get it. So anyway, not yet, you know. Anyway, so you take care, and if you have any questions, my door's always open. Leave me a like if you like this video. I have more to say about leaky gut. It is so important that we take care of our gut, because if we don't, we're going to be in big trouble. Okay? You take care. Have a great evening. Bye.